Call of Duty's divisive supply crates have been a part of Activision's mammoth first-person shooter series since 2014's Advanced Warfare. Not being given a microtransactions touch this time, Call of Duty World War II has its own take on loot boxes, and here's how they work. Call of Duty World War II has its own version of loot boxes called supply drops, which falls from the sky to the player in the headquarters, which is a communal multiplayer hub where 48 players can form parties, practice shooting, watch videos, accept missions, participate in a variety of training exercises, open their loot boxes, or ogle on others who are doing so. More on that later, so stay tuned. As a player in the game's headquarters mode, you will look for an appropriate spot to call in the supply drop. After finding a clear patch, you call the loot box in by dropping a flare where you want it to land and watch it as it does so with a thud in the middle of the social space. 3 cards pop up and then flip over, revealing the collectible goodies inside. The contents of Call of Duty World War II's supply drops are almost entirely cosmetic and avoid being pay to win, rewarding players gun skins, call signs, emotes, and soldier apparel. Players might also find timed XP multipliers in the jumble, which will grant bonus XP earnings for a weapon or division alignment. However, in the zombie mode, supply drops may also contain consumable power-ups, which grant temporary status effects during play. Since these supply drops are not received after paying money but in a number of other ways, you either get a random supply drop as you hit a certain level or as a random reward after a match. The nature of a supply drop randomly depends on your level too. Besides that, players can spend armory credits, which are a new form of currency in Call of Duty World War II. They aren't that hard to come by if you know how the progression system works and the different types of challenges that are available to you in headquarters. Nonetheless, how they aid in getting a supply drop is by spending armory credits on purchasing contracts from your quartermaster at the headquarters. These contracts are timed challenges and vary in terms of how many armory credits they cost. Completing one gets you either a rare supply drop or XP depending on the contract itself. World War II has orders much like challenges in Black Ops 3. Players can meet up Major Howard in HQ mode and receive daily and weekly orders that are challenges without a time limit that you can turn in at any time, even after the daily or weekly selection refreshes. They don't require armory credits to purchase, but you can only hold 3 at once. Again, depending on the nature, by completing such challenges, you can earn a full supply drop among armory credits. Intriguingly, you'll also be able to earn these drops and other rewards through a new social score. Although social scores have their own rewarding mechanics, but you can earn some by interacting with players in the HQ mode, by either inspecting them, giving or receiving a one-time commendation, or taking part in various minigames with them, which increases your social score. The higher your social score, the better your odds at getting something good in your supply drop. What also affects the quality of goods in your drop is how many onlookers you have around you while you open your loot. Interestingly enough, you can also increase your XP by watching others open their supply drops. Moreover, watching other players unbox their loot isn't only allowed, it's encouraged. One of the daily missions, Loot Spectator, requires to watch other players open 3 supply drops. The reward for doing so? A supply drop. As for tier and prices, Call of Duty points are returning to World War II as the premium currency, but we're not sure what kind of exchange for your dollar you'll get yet. We'll have to wait for the game to verify what each supply drop tier contains and what it might cost. There you have it. That's all we know regarding how supply drops work in Call of Duty World War II. Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like and subscribe for more. Until next time.